All right. We are streaming, I believe. Yes. Okay. As you stare at me for just a moment as I make sure that it's streaming. Hello, everyone. I'm going to give folks just a little bit to sign in and look at a notification if they're a Twitch follower. So I'm just going to give you just a moment if you want to. I think there's an advertisement you have to watch first. So I'm going to give it just a few moments and then we will get started. I'm going to get a few more things open and ready. If you are new to this channel, new to Ruby Thursday, my name is Melissa Wanish, and I am the founder of RubyThursday.com, and it's a tutorial site for junior Rails developers. And I've started live streaming now, kind of on a regular basis. It's been really fun, and I think it actually really helps my process as well, talking it out. And then, especially when folks do have the chance to come on and watch, they help me find some errors or give suggestions. And it's great to just, be doing it with other people. That's also kind of fun. I don't feel quite alone in my room and just coding. So it's been really fun. And, sometimes it's been painful because it's been maybe an hour on one little bug and it was like one little line missing. But mostly we've been getting through things. And right now, I'm in the place where I'm working on getting Stripe set up to create that token that you need for the card. And then we're going to create the customer. So I stared at a lot of JavaScript at the end of the last time, seeing how it was different. Version 2 is what I had example code. And then I saw that it's up to version 3 for Stripe. So let's use the newest one. And so I was looking through and sort of comparing and seeing what was different about it and what I needed to take away from my app. And so we haven't tested that at all yet, though. I just got that JavaScript sort of ready. Now we need to see if that token does get created, and then we'll move on to creating the customer and the subscription. That's the plan today. So I'm still working on getting everything. I'd like to reboot my computer before doing this because streaming does take up some memory, and so I like to clean it out so we don't crash and burn here. So I'm still getting a few things open. I'm going to let people give one more minute to get on, and I'm assuming my sound is working. If you are on and just want to say hi. Give a shout out where you're watching from. I will be checking the comments a little bit more today since I did announce it to the list. So I will be checking back, every half hour or so just to be sure. But, if you write a comment, I will get to it. I'm just not looking at them all the time. So, again, just waiting a few more minutes. We'll start like coding 2:05 as I get this set up. I'm just seeding into the project. It's kind of a long, drawn-out thing. There we go. All right, and let's open back up Trello as well, so we have that to remind us what we're supposed to do. Keep it in, oh, I've opened up the wrong board. Invoice app. That's what we're working on today. All right, I'm just going to check and see if there are any comments real quick. Yeah, that you can hear me. Great. All right. Well, let's go ahead and I will switch up the view so that you see my desktop. Oh, let me not have Twitch open because that's kind of a startling, it's kind of like this mirror zoom image going on. So let's not be on that right away. All right, so here we are again. Have a couple of things we really want to finish up. So again, the point of this app is that I'm going to be putting my clients who are in retainers, they're gonna sign up for this subscription through this app. So I no longer have to send invoices through QuickBooks. It'll just be an automated thing through Stripe, and they can sign up through here as opposed to me like manually taking their phone number, their credit card number over the phone, which I don't love doing. And so we are in the process of doing this view and pay invoice here with the credit card form. But I'm making this app, if this is your first day watching, I'm making this app to be available to other people as well. So that's why we put in Stripe Connect. And so if other people wanted to use it, I will be getting that, that part of the subscription up later, hopefully this week. But right now, let's just do this part. So let's go ahead and in the app, but I don't have Sublime open yet, the text editor. And my example app from Bera, which helps me with a lot of code that I've already built for that example app as I created the course and everything. You don't get the whole course by watching this, though. Bera folks, you still get more. But you do see a lot of the pieces for Stripe. So here we are in our Invoice app. And we finished up. We were working mostly, let's open up with our credit card JS. And my example it's jQuery, but we're in a Rails 5.1 project. And so that means we've moved away from jQuery. It's not that you can't use it, but now we're moving away from jQuery more to a managed JavaScript. I don't know how you exactly call it, but then you're using Webpacker to package up your JavaScript. Yes, just like gems are packaged, now JavaScript is becoming that you can package it. So we're moving away from jQuery back to just plain old JavaScript. So this is basically the code I got from the docs, straight from Stripe. Right now we're putting that in there. We'll fix that up with environmental variables later. And there's this new thing called card elements that we're dealing with. That will make my integrating the front end actually harder. Different. Let's not say harder. Different, because the design will actually go right in here. Right now we're just hiding the postal code because I'm not asking people to put that in. Let me see. I'm not sure that these are going to work. Just kind of put them in there. It's probably not quite the right way to do it in JavaScript. JavaScript is not my strength, let's say. I certainly can read it, but I do have to often Google where exactly I put everything in. So we will see if that works or not when we more do the front end. Right now I'm just more concerned about getting the token and making sure that's working. So we have this Stripe token here. That's the attribute it's going to set it as. And so I'm going to go to my controller. And it's a subscription. That's what we're creating. So you see how the token params token. So we haven't written anything what to do with this token yet. I just want to see if we get one. If that piece is working. Then once you get the token is probably, to me, the hardest part. Only because it is more JavaScript. The rest you can do with Ruby, and it's with the API, so you're making an API call. As long as you know the endpoint to call, then it's you know, it's really not that hard, but you have to have the token. So for me, that's usually the part that's the hardest. So let's go ahead and see if we got that going. We have a test. If you are watching for the first time here, I know you're kind of jumping into it, but I think you can follow along. You don't have to have watched all of the videos up to this point because I think it's quite a few hours. I didn't add it up yet. I need to. And so we have a feature, client pays invoice. Here it says JS true because we are using the JavaScript, and we're going to be filling in all of this, and we expect thank you, and we'll have the subscription. We'll probably add a few more expectations once we get just this piece ready, or that working. But for now, again, I'm just working on the tokens. All I need it to do is really up to there. So this will continue to fail, probably. It might actually it might succeed because I don't have a lot of verifications going on, making sure things happened. All right, let's get to it. Let's run our spec. Right, and so it's taking a minute for the first time. Spring has to load, so it always takes a while the first time. I hope everyone in the US, had a nice holiday weekend. Okay. Oh, and it's unhappy with something, but... Wrong number of arguments given 3. Expected 1 through 2. Oh, what's this guy? I think that's a copy paste error on my part here. Let's go to the view. Obviously on my part. That's the one doing it. Okay, so I think it was copying from a tag. Yeah. See, I copied from here. That's not how you write the form 4. You do have to have something coming in on your form, or it breaks this part. It's kind of like, why even submit a form if you're going to check those params? But I think we should still check them. So I added a customer email, which is good because actually Stripe doesn't save that. So we need to save that for ourselves as well. I don't think we have any. Also, I don't think we have any data with the Stripe happening. Oh, wait, guys. This is not what it should look like. Oh, except I didn't delete all this. So this is the old stuff that I had. Now you put all of it in with something called a card element. And Stripe prefers that, so I'm doing that. And it puts in all of those elements, you know, the where you enter the credit card number, the expiration date, all of that stuff. So it's just going to fill it, it's going to put it in there for you, and that's why the styling needs to be in the JavaScript. So right now that's what we need. I didn't finish this up last time. Okay. So now let's run it again. Ah, yes. Okay. Capybara is complaining. Unable to find field email. Okay. Because it's now part of the form 4, or it's form with. So we're also doing the new helper method with Rails 5.1 form with, as opposed to form 4. And so there we go, or form tag. Now it's all one. And so that's what's happening there. Okay, now if we saw, Capybara is going to v4. What is 4? I've been looking at stuff for version 3. All right. So we need to allow some URLs here for Capybara WebKit to work. So to block requests to unknown. Nope, allow. Let's see if let's do all from the host. Let's do all from the host and see which ones are left over when this happens again. But let's do everything from JS Stripe. Let's say everything from there is okay. And that's okay. So we're gonna configure. Let's see what happens now. You always have to do that the first time you run anything with JS True and start adding to that list of what we're going to allow to go through for Capybara WebKit. Oh, there's some more stuff that didn't come through. Okay. Where is it? Unable to find field card number. All right, so my test may be flawed now because I don't know what those things are called. Let's first deal with getting rid of these messages. Oop. From this host. For all that say from this host. Didn't I do that one? Yes. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Did I save it? No. I know, if I upgraded it would do that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, good. So we've gotten rid of the messages. Now we need to find out what it says about those. Okay, let's go to our docs. I recently bookmarked migrating here. Converted our form. So let's look at the example because it's going to show us the HTML here. The card element. That's the whole thing there. Let's try to inspect it. And see if we can find an ID, like what they've named all of those little all of the elements. Let's see. There's going to be CC number, name, card number. There we go. So that is what Capybara can find. So let's go back to our test. It's not open. Oh, there it is. So now it's also not putting in selects anymore. We're gonna make it look pretty much like this, except I'm not sure we're going to do the auto. Let's see. Scroll autocomplete. Yeah. So that is here. Okay, and this name is exp-date. All right. So we're going to fill in width and instead 12-20 for okay. See if that works. I'm going to do a CSV, see what they've named it. Just plain CVC. Sorry, CVC. Yeah. CVC. There we go. All right, let's see if that works. Unable to find field card number. I wonder if we have any JavaScript errors going on. I can do that via the test, actually. My Ruby Thursday that I use Ruby Snacks for. We did this. We did a test. It's like the home. Just true. Expect page not to have errors. Right? So let's make sure. It's actually a good one to put on a Stripe page. So let's expect it not to have errors. So if it does that, then maybe we'll have to spin up the server and just look at it because it's JavaScript. But let's see if Oh. Uh-oh. Maybe that's not a thing we can use anymore. Expected session to respond to has errors. Oh, maybe that doesn't work anymore. Gonna look it up. It's kind of an old thing long ago here. See. Reading through. Let's go to the main page. Oh, I'm not signed in. That's why it's giving me that. I was signing in and out of things. Let's just look for the page. That's not it. Raise. Okay. Maybe we just do this instead in the main configuration. Raise JavaScript errors true. Maybe that's where they put it instead of putting it into your test. You just say in the config. Well, let's put that first. Okay, so now it'll do that in every test that we say JS true. I mean, that's better. That's better anyway. That's probably why they changed it. Or, I don't know. It's better. So, let's see if it comes up with that. Can't find variable stripe. Does it give us the line number? Stripe. Oh, line. Well, that's because it's putting all the JavaScript together. Okay, so somewhere with a capital S. Do I have a capital S still in here somewhere? Ah. It's right at the top there. Let's see. Well, there's an initializer. Believe, don't we? Did we put it in? Let's see. I have an API key. That's not the publishable key. The publishable key on another project I put in the layout. This is, I'm taking this from their docs. We could either require the stripe gem here, or we could set the stripe Well, we're setting this guy right here. So I think if we require stripe, basically. So let me see if I can find that anywhere. As a this is where I got it from. But I think maybe it's all about the order that it's loading here. I think this is loading after. And that's why it's not finding that, what do they call it? Variable. Because this is loading after our application. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is loading at the top of the file. And right now, our Stripe.js version 3 is loading at the bottom because I have view layouts. I have it coming down here, right? So I could load it at the top. I am loading the publishable key in here as well. Let's just see what that does. If that has any effect. I have to say this is much faster than running the server. Okay. Line mount. Applies to no DOM elements that are currently on the page. Calling mount. Let's look this one up. Maybe something's out of order. It's another order thing. Let's see. I did mean that. Okay, somebody else had that same question. Yep, that's PHP, but let's see what they say. All right. Oh, no dumb questions, right? Don't add the script in the head. Instead, add it right before you close the body. Right. So that's where we had it. All right, let's go back. Okay. So it does, generally you do load it at the bottom. I was just making, okay. So we're going to go back to our other issue. Acquire. All right, let's Google that question. It's a little bit vaguer of a question, but oh. Uh-oh. Is that my issue? I'm not using this particular... I'm not using Billy. Puffing Billy. Just reading to see what I can find. I mean, I'm not using Billy, so I'm not sure this is really... upgrade. QT version. How do I check which QT version I have? So QT is a dependency for Capybara WebKit. It's very possible that I need to upgrade. Make-V. Okay. Let's do that. Three point oh. Oh, using Qt version 5.1. So that seems new. It might be one that's auto, you know, when you just say, hey, yes, update. I mean, I run that whenever my Ubuntu tells me to. Yeah, it's pretty close. At least it's not back where the this is talking about. So let's see, this may not be my issue. Poltergeist. And let's read through it just a little bit to see what, although it's old. Okay, so what this is saying is that there's ignore SSL errors. Protocol any. Now this is for Phantom.js. So let's go with WebKit and see if it has that. let's see, SSL. Yeah, we go. Ignore. Let's just make sure. Ignore SSL errors. All right, let's give that a shot. Oh, just made stuff. Helper. Let's make that the top one. Because Stripe wants you to have an SSL certificate in order to use the app there, or the things. Okay, still can't find it. Okay, let's go back and see if we find anything else. Puffing Billy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Just make sure, guys, if you have any. Nope, that's okay. Let's see. Well, well, one thing to do would be to make sure whether it's our test environment or if it's really our app environment. All right, so let's go ahead and run Rails S and see, because if it's just a testing issue, that will help us narrow it down. Or if it's really something, in that JavaScript file, the way they're loading somehow. Let's go ahead and see if we have errors. Localhost. Okay, now let's inspect our page. Yes. So it's not just the test. All right, so that's good to know. I know what not defined is. Let's see if it... Credit card. Yeah, basically line 1. All right, if I click on that, it takes me to the debugger. And it's just showing which one it is. Okay, so Stripe is not defined. We can also look at so the credit card is loading here. There's an iframe. What does that say V2? Did I mess up something? Let's see. V3. I don't know, maybe it's just pulling from there. No, there's the script here. Okay. Let's go a little bit broader with this. Let's go Rails, Stripe v3, and then do I still have it? Nope. I'm getting kind of the same stuff again here. Variable stripe. Well, just playing around here. What if we put it in both places? Just for funsies. This is not, you know, what I want to do, but oh. We have it open. Right. Okay. Please only load it once per page. Okay. All right. So don't put it in the head at all. Just don't do it. Okay. And then this is the social key test. Yeah, so that's that. Right here is where it's failing. Let's look again at our older stuff here. The I think I'm on some branch here that's not showing me that I put it in already. Right. Just sort of looking through here to remind how jQuery did it. It just calls these guys that I don't think are being used in v3. Token handler. So it's saying that, but what, when I call, I call it capital like that. All right, let's try something. Let's try. Maybe it'll fail again here. Because the example is also, not in a Rails project. It's just basic JavaScript there. Or it's... Oop. Can also... see what the documentation says. Hopefully it's been updated. Figure. So I'm reading, there's errors. Roku, okay. I wish it said when this was updated last. It's on their site. Although they're using a different, see how it says this? Okay, but let's try setting these things here. Right, let's try that. So all I have is the, API key, because that's all we've been doing so far, is the API for making a plan in Stripe Connect. Like, we're making those calls. But let's go to our Stripe initializer, and we will add. Now I'm gonna switch up views so that I can safely look at my application YML, because it does have some live stuff in there, although I'm going to be changing to different accounts. Those accounts are live, so the other ones. So let's go ahead and oh, I don't have the publishable key in there, so I can create it. All right, so Stripe publishable key, and then the test key. Make that. I have the publishable key. Do I need the secret key? Let me go get it just in case. So I'm going to stripe.com. I know you're just looking at me, but I gotta look at my stuff. See. Oh, I think I'm logged in. some other, as the test account. So now let me log in as the platform. Oh, always with the new verification. I'll be right back. My phone is not in here. Stripe is sending me a verification. Okay, I'm back. All right, logging into Stripe. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. All right. Let's see the publishable key I'm getting. Type secret key. Okay, I'm almost back to sharing my screen. Copying the secret key. Okay. Almost. Sorry. Now, what I'm also seeing is that I was logged in as that test account. And so I think when I copy pasted from, let's close that. Because, let me go here. Okay, let me share again. Okay. So what I had done, which was not working out, is right. Here's the demo. Right, now I don't know if you guys noticed, this is a different key. Okay. So I may try now with this key instead. So, because I was logged in as the test account, not the platform account. Okay. So let's see if it was really the key that was the issue. And then eventually I will try to get, oh my gosh, Melissa. All that work. Oh, that's the thing with live coding and real projects. I'll just go change those again later. All right. Yeah, gonna have to change them. I think I'll double check. Maybe there's nothing there that's super important. Maybe just send grid if it's there. All right, so let's see. Because I don't have the real stuff going on. Wait. Oh no, that is what it's giving me. Never mind. I could have sworn this was different. All right, let's. Well, we gotta have. Let's see. Let's go ahead and restart the server just to be sure. Getting a little confused where we are, but let's. Okay. See if we're still at this not finding reference or error stripe is not defined. Now I have it in here. And I made that a capital S instead. Let's check it again, make sure. So I had it. Stripe is not defined. I mean, we can look at this again, but Puffing Billy is not. Oh, this is for the test. So that again, that's not. We're not in test mode. We are just trying to find out why. Let's see if this stripe. Oh, it's doing mocks. Yeah, I agree. You should not do that. Okay. So basically, we're running this. Okay. That is exactly. I saw this error a little bit before. You may test your integration. Live story integration must use, but it is test. So if I do stripe, Maybe that's just an error. Oh, no, that's just like a notification. So it did work. Look how it all has all this stuff. So if we did, for example, well, it's doing that. We don't have the form. So do we have card? No, because we're not even on that page. So this worked manually. So why isn't it working when we have everything up and running? Potentially. So with jQuery, we used to have like document ready. Right? Is that JavaScript too? Right? That's ready, right? It's jQuery. Let's read this. I know it's a little old, but marked as duplicate, but oh, here's an idea, folks. And sometimes I do this. Or, I mean, in other projects, I have put the JavaScript loading. Sometimes I've put it in a footer. But let's just have it at the end after our body has come on. That might break other things. Let's see. Let's just, what happens? Nope. Stripe is still not defined. Oh. Right. Let's try it. After. I feel like this is not really doing anything anymore, but let's just try that. Different error. Okay. Only an hour in and we got a different error. All right, striped elements is not a function. Okay. Let's go back here. Oops, here. Right. I didn't fix that back to a lowercase stripe. Okay, because I was playing around with capital. So we're calling mount. Right. So that's because I'm loading it on. I'm loading that particular file on every page. Which is a different now. It's different than how we had arranged it before. We could leave that error. It's going to be on our pages except when going to that page. That's good. It's an interesting thought. I wonder how you do that with the asset pipeline. It would only be... Well, in 2014, somebody wrote about it. 2016. I don't know if this is what I want to do, but here's an option. You can put any JavaScript files you want, load manually in the public JavaScript's lib, and they will not be in the asset pipeline. You can then load them manually on the pages that need them. Source, like that. Does anybody have any comments on that? Okay. It's a thought. I may not make that decision right now. I mean, it's a JavaScript error coming up on the page, but most people won't notice that. I, in fact, go to lots of sites and inspect and see JavaScript errors. I think, you know, if it's not causing an error on the page you're on, then it's not, you know, it's a little lazy, but sometimes you just gotta keep moving. But I will keep this open and see what happens. If anybody else has any suggestions or votes on that, weigh in. For now, let's see if we can run this again and see what happens. If that particular page has any JavaScript errors, yeah, I think it should get past it now. We didn't go to that page on our app yet, so it may still have errors. At least it's finding Stripe. Unable to find the field now. Okay, so there's no more JavaScript errors. So that's a positive thing. We're now back to this error. Okay, let's run the server again. And we'll go to that page and inspect it and see how to find that. Okay, so I need to do I have any invoices created? That would be good. Let me just open a tab and see if I have any. Because this is a page that you don't have to be logged in to see. No, I did not create an invoice. Okay. I was just working on Connect. But so I do have a vendor, right? do, has a key and all that stuff. So I want to log in as this. And then create an invoice. I don't have a link yet to that. Let's see, vendors. Sign in, do we think? Yes. All right. No. What password do we think we used? No. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Great. We haven't put any links to dashboards and things yet, so this is all manually. Was it invoices? Was it the vendor invoices now? No. You just have to be logged in. Invoices new. Oh, which I probably could have gone to, then it would have taken me there. Okay, new invoice. All right. Awesome. Invoice. Woohoo. Let's do $100. I don't know, just making it up. Let's see. Create invoice. When we haven't done much here. This is a list for the vendor. Okay, so now we have an invoice. So we want to go invoices 1, subscriptions new. We did nest that one. Is that it? Yes. Great. And you see here, I don't have any div. I need to put a div in here just to like make it smaller. But you see here, this is being put in there. Oh, look, it does it all. Like the example. I didn't know how much it would. Okay. Right, and then 1, 2, whoop, not in the, I see, 1, 2. Why am I back there? Okay, I see tabbed, it just tabbed out of the whole thing. Oh, it went to complete payment, that's where it went. Okay, so here it is. So let's inspect it. I hope Capybara can find it and fill it in, I think. Look there. Okay, great. Let's just a little smaller here. Autocomplete. Okay, so that still works. Name card name. Card number. It's not the ID though, that's the name. And that's what we did. Card number, all one word. Can't find. I'm gonna find field. Card number. Press autocomplete CC. Now, where do you think it would find that? Let's look up. By input name. Name. Find input name, maybe. Did that work? That worked in 2011. No longer works. Okay. Change text with that much weight. It's not a select. We'll find it, but then fill it in. Let's see. Let's try this. Find and fill in input field by data name. I guess I could try. Dot set. Right. It was accepts elements ID, name, or label text. That's why I was trying, but it's not finding the name. Can't find field card number. Well, let's try. Let's try it another way. Let's see. It did find this, which is key. The page is loading. Okay. So, because that was my other thought. Okay, is the page still not loading? But it filled in this guy. Let me just see one other thing. Div ID root. Ah, okay. Goes all the way up to here. Puts in a whole deal. Okay. This was fun looking at it. I'm looking at all the things it adds. Name right there. Type. So let's try to find input name and maybe for more specific, because it is not the easiest thing to find on the page, I think, for Capybara. So let's try find and they said field name card number dot set see what happens. Okay, so we've got that up. So let's just, because we have it right there. I don't want to have to type it out again. Could always run our server on another tab if needed. Unable to find field null with name card number. Let's try it like this instead. Find input name card number. Set it to that. All right, let's see what happens. Add a extra underscore. Ooh, DOM exception 12. That's a new one. Okay. You know, it just may be that Stripe has some fancy stuff that Capybara WebKit can't quite catch up with. Okay, I should say why. So is it possible that the time of the test, the element is not in the DOM, and at a later point it appears, hence why you can test it in a debugger? Highly likely, because it's running fast, right? So I could wait a little bit and see what happens. I don't know if waiting works. Okay. I'm gonna leave that open. Another tab. Wait for It's waiting for Ajax, but maybe this can help us. So old again. Right. Here's a helper. That's not really Ajax. Okay. Okay. Procedural. It's explaining what Capybara WebKit is doing. Okay. A few tricks. Find the first matching. Bad. Good. Find. Just trying to find it. Execute script. No, I'm not executing the script. Too late. Checking. Okay. Have CSS. What if we find the CSS? It waits for the CSS. Okay, let's... That's important. And... let's look for that whole thing there. So it's a div. How does have CSS work? Okay, so that's the dot, because it's a div class, not ID. Is that it? Feels wrong. FCSS. I feel like it should be div. That feels better. That feels better. Okay. Let's see what happens. So we're making Capybara wait and for it to look. It does not. There were no matches. And therefore, it cannot find that field. I'm just wondering if... I mean, because it's working on local, right? So it's definitely the test. So that didn't work. It's not. I don't feel like it's Ajax. It's Wait until element is visible. Okay. Sure. This seems like our problem. Okay, he's having a problem with it. It's looking at the initial state of the page. Visible. Okay. Have selector visible true. All right, let's try this. Oh. Oh, well, it's right there in our test. Okay. Oh, testing JavaScript. But there were no matches. Do you have any other suggestions? Okay. Not working. And maybe this isn't let's see. Oh, okay. No worries. It's really funny. All right. So I mean, we could try. Last time I tried a binding pry with Capybara WebKit, I couldn't really see the page. It is there. Well, then that's great. uh, inspect element. Does it have different stuff in here? Let's see. What's up with this? Why can't it find it? Okay. It's got that iframe. Wait. Form. It's in the form. Div. Lots of stuff. Document. Puts in a whole deal. Puts in a whole thing. A whole like separate document. Sorry. Card field. It's all of it. That's everything again. So span. Does that help? Card field number. Maybe I find. Okay, so I saw people were doing this. Let's do find. Yeah. CSS. Span. Maybe it's span. Right? Right? Yep, that's the top where we want it. Span. Card field number. Okay. What is find CSS? Where do we? I want to find. Find CSS. That's right there. Somebody made a cheat sheet. I will be using that. Find CSS. Text. No, sorry. Here we go. Expression got colon. Okay, if we're doing this more, let me move this up here. Oh, maybe I have to say RSpec. I saw somebody doing this in one of these. Run RSpec in console. Oh no, I meant in. It's not a shell. Wrong console. Let's probably run Capybara. I don't know. No. Browser? Is that what I want? No, I did that. I save an open page. I saw it in one of these. They like had this. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It was when we were having issues with Stripe. That's right. Now, the it's find. I'm going to run a command. No, that's not what I want. This is a browser tool, right? Inspect. So maybe we look up inspect. Okay. I'm running Firefox, if that helps. Fox. Developer. Console. Find. Element. Oops. So if I ran just this, what would happen? Right. So I'm running JavaScript. I want let's try that though. Maybe I have it as the wrong thing. Oh, can you do that? So we know it's showing. Oh, it's reminding me I have 10 minutes left. So we're just really trying to make the test work, right? That's the issue now, is that it looks like the pieces all put together, and so I'm trying to make the test find that field. Because it's a little bit difficult because it's being loaded It's unable to find it. Right. Now, there's also the problem that it could just be happening too quickly. So there's two things. It could be the name I'm giving it, or that it's happening too quickly. All right, let's just see what happens. No, do I not have wait? I thought it was wait. Oh, sleep. Just gonna make it wait. No. Okay, let's... I'm not sure which issue it's having. If it's just loading so fast, because, you know, when you save an open page, there's been a moment. Just don't know that it's going to find... You know, it should find this this class right there. Okay, here's something. Let's try. We'll save an open page at that point, and we'll try running through and see if it finds, now that I've paused a moment. We know it's there. Okay, you see how it loaded, and then it took a moment to load, right? So you saw this, and then you saw that, and then we saw this. Then I still have the sleep even in there. I can't find it. So I feel like it's not the timing issue, right? Because it would wait to find this until it loads. You know, it would try a couple of times. So let's not focus on the timing issue. Let's focus on the fact that we can't. How do you find... I feel like I saw it briefly. I feel like I saw it briefly when looking through things. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I didn't stay on that page. Select. See, it's like run rspec in developer tools on browser. what I'm trying to do? It's not really what I want to do, but nope, nothing that I'm doing. How about we add rails to the front of this? How do I call? Oh, wait. Wait. I can do it in the console. Right? Right, I can do it right here. Oh. That's where I would run it. So I could keep trying different things here, right? Until we get one. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay. I was looking in the wrong place. Okay, expect matches. Right. So we could just we could just continue to find CSS, right? Or, well, let's find something else that's maybe a little higher up, right? Let's see if we can find the ID. Credit. Oh, wait, that's a form. Let's card element. True. Okay. So it found that. Let's go down one more. There's dot. I think that's 2 underscores. Underscore. Private stripe element. True. Okay. All right, making some progress. Now there's an iframe. So maybe because it's in an iframe. So let's find div ID root. Let's see if that one comes up. That's where we stop. Okay. Finding an iframe. Maybe that's just too much to ask. So now we've narrowed down the problem, right? So this is Capybara WebKit, or just Capybara. Find CSS in iframe. Capybara Ruby. Here we go. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, let's see if I can just get this. Spin, iframe. Within frame. Find. Within frame. Name. There's the name. Do you have to use... I haven't used within frame before. This is a new one. Within frame. I'd like to just look at the docs. Within frame. Element within frame name. Name within frame name. Name ID of frame within frame. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to. Okay, within frame. Golly. This. Copy. Then frame. Okay. Do. So it's in the, yeah. No. Unable to find frame. So I found that. Right. So we find this. Do we find that div class? Let's go up one more just to be sure. Wait. I did. Okay, I did. I did that one. So that's within frame. Define frame. Isn't there a 3? Yes. True. Okay. So now let's try. Oh, I guess I could have done it in there. So it's still an input. Oh, it still would be this. Okay, let's try. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's do this again. Let's try exactly within blah blah. And okay, within the frame. And then I need a break. And I'm gonna have to take over baby duty. So I learned about within frame today. Oh, did I sleep? Am I still sleeping? No. Come on. There we go. So within frame, let's see if we can just do this. It looks like we did it. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, can we go up and copy? Think we're getting close. I have a good feeling about this. I've not had good feelings about a lot of the stuff we've been playing around with. I have a good feeling. Get to the binary part in the controller. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Couldn't find invoice with ID 1. Okay, great. It went to the controller. It's brilliant. Brilliant. What did I do wrong here? Yeah, you know, maybe I'm just forgetting how, no, this worked. So maybe something with the params is up, okay? All right, wait. So I would just like to say, yay, that we figured out something new. I learned about within frame. That was the big piece I was missing. Trying to get it to find there. All right. So now we're going to go see what's coming in. Now there's permitted false. There's not a token, which I'm sad about. Why isn't there a token? Okay, but we're trying to find out why. There's no invoices. So something's up with my test. So this invoice. Have invoice.name. I mean, it had the name in there. Interesting. Wait. Oh, it just timed out on me. So the params here. Permitted false. Why does it say there's no invoice? Let's see. I was making sure I said create. I'm supposed to build. Should have been okay. So there's an invoice. There it be. Okay. Right. Oh, it's right there. Did I? Maybe something's wrong right here. Wait. So, there's nothing there. That's probably something with, what if we made that true? Use transact, something in here. Potentially. Right. Okay. Because it goes to the page. Why does it disappear? Oh, right? I mean, because if you, let's make that back to the way it was. If we go here, right? Why would it exist when we go visit the page? Right? Otherwise that wouldn't work. I probably should have kept the other one in there, but I didn't. Okay. Well, I need a break. It's sad to and it's such an interesting spot. But what we learned, what we got rid of not finding the stripe at all. So this is the better setup here for loading stripe into your project. So loading the stripe version, and then loading all the rest of your application. Okay, because otherwise, this variable won't be there. And then I learned about within frame as a new one. I haven't been searching inside of frames. So that was cool for me to learn. And that's where we are. So next up, I have to figure out why our spec is basically deleting it. And I don't see a token. When I went to the params, right? Hidden form. Okay. Hidden form, append child, hidden input. Right. So I didn't see any other by ID credit card form. Did it need to have? Well, I see why. Yeah. Okay, so that will probably come in next time. Okay. I don't know if all that's happening, but all right. I forgetting. Wait. Wait a minute, did that come from? Right. Message, that's visible, error. Oh, okay, I think some of this I'm doing slightly differently. Okay, so yeah, let's be sure. I think that would be better. All right. Oh, wait. Oh. Save. Great. Result text token. Create token, right. Open handler. Okay, well, I'll have to read through some of this, but I think that will get us back to having some params. To look at that, but Because I was getting some params in there. Oh, but this wasn't happening. Well, all right, let's look at it again. Let's one more time, and then I will stop for today. Although, I mean, I think what's happening is, oops. I mean, there wasn't an invoice. So I don't know if that's going to help, but maybe. Oh. Null is not an object. Add event listener. Oh, so whatever I did, didn't like it. Oh, because it's actually finding it now. Null is not an object. Let's just not do this for now. Okay. All right. I'll have to look at that later. I'm beat. All right, guys. Well, more fun with JavaScript coming soon. All right. Have a great day. And I will see you soon.